Have you ever walked past an old, forgotten shop and felt a chill run down your spine? In the heart of a timeless European town, there was a place just like the Troczi's marionettes. By day, it seemed innocent, just a dusty window filled with wooden toys, their painted smiles frozen in time. But when the sun went down, and the cobblestone streets grew quiet, that's when the laughter would start. The owner, Emilio Rossi, wasn't just any craftsman. He was once the most celebrated puppet maker in all of Italy. His creations were legendary. They didn't just hang from strings. They danced, they emoted, they lived. People would watch, mesmerized, and swear the little wooden figures had souls. Whenever someone asked for his secret, Emilio would just give a knowing smile and say, "The wood remembers the hands that shape it." His touch was magic, and his puppets were his masterpieces. But then a shadow fell over his life. A cruel illness swept through the town, taking both his beloved wife and his young daughter. The light in Emilio's world went out. Heartbreak consumed him, and he locked himself away inside his workshop. The cheerful music of his craft fell silent. For months, the shop remained dark, the shutters drawn. The townsfolk whispered, wondering what had become of the master puppeteer. Then, one evening, a thin wisp of smoke curled from his chimney. The windows, once black, now flickered with the warm, unsteady glow of candlelight. Soon after, new marionettes began to appear in the shop window. But these weren't like his old creations. They were astonishingly lifelike, with deep, glassy eyes that seemed to follow you as you passed. Their faces, they were hauntingly familiar. Villagers would stop and stare, their breath catching in their throats. The puppets looked exactly like Emilio's lost wife and daughter. The whispers turned from sympathy to fear. Rumors of dark arts and forbidden rituals spread through the town like a contagion. One evening, a brave, or perhaps foolish, man confronted him, accusing him of witchcraft. Emilio, his face pale and gaunt, didn't deny it. He simply looked at the man with hollow eyes and said, "I brought them back the only way I could." After that, the strangeness escalated. The puppets in the window would change their positions overnight. Their heads tilted at new angles. Their hands posed differently. Their strings would sway gently, as if touched by an unseen breeze, even when the air inside was perfectly still. Late night, passers-by swore they saw silhouettes dancing behind the drawn curtains. A ghostly family waltz, even though the shop was always locked tight from the inside. The constable, growing uneasy with the stories, finally decided to investigate. He and his men broke down the door. The air inside was thick with the smell of melted wax and old wood. The candles were still burning, their flames dancing in the sudden draught. Every puppet hung neatly in its place, their painted eyes watching the intruders. Everything seemed to be in order, except for one thing. A single, unfinished puppet sat at the workbench. A tiny, exquisitely carved wooden knife clutched in its hand. Emilio Rossi was gone. He was nowhere to be found. But as the constable's eyes scanned the room, they fell upon a new marionette hanging right in the center. It hadn't been there before. Its features, carved with painful detail, were unmistakably his. To this day, Rossi's Marionettes stands abandoned, a monument to love and loss. Most people hurry past, but if you happen to walk by at the stroke of midnight, you might hear its faint, ethereal music drifting from within. The delicate sound of wooden feet tapping in a timeless rhythm. And if you dare to stop, if you linger and listen too long, you might just feel the phantom touch of strings tightening around your own wrists. Thanks for watching our spooky tale. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the shadows. Stay safe out there.